Hey guys, welcome back to Santosh Gamer channel. In the last session, we explored custom formatting to make numbers more readable in Excel. But what if you're dealing with large data sets and how do you manage them efficiently? That's where Excel tables comes in. So today we are going to learn Excel table and also some formatting and styling, how can be done in an Excel table and what do you mean by sorting and filtering data in tables, and also I'm going to explain structure differences and how to write dynamic formulas, and these are the things I want to discuss today. Let's directly jump into the topic. So what do you mean by an Excel table? An Excel table is a special way to organize data where Excel automatically applies formatting, sorting and structured formulas, and it can be done in dynamic way. That is, when you add new data, the table expands automatically. So all these examples I will be saying in MS Excel work, and for understanding better, let's jump directly into MS Excel work. Now I have opened my Excel sheet. Now let us understand how to create an Excel table. First, let us understand how to create the table with an traditional method. First, here I have taken employee ID, name, department, salary and joining date. So first I'm selecting my data. First click on this, click on any cell, and then you need to click on Control A. Then your total data will be selected. After doing this, click on Insert and then click on Table. After clicking on table, then you need to ensure that you need to click on this My table has headers checkbox. After clicking on this, then you should click on OK. Then our table will be created. In this way you can do. This is the first method, and there is a shortcut method I will be saying now. Now to remove this, click on Ctrl Z, then our data will be come back to previous data. Now let us understand what is the trick and how can be done in efficient time. First you need to click on any cell of your data. Suppose I am clicking on 102, then simply click on Ctrl plus L. Then automatically you are getting that table box, and also you should ensure that my table has headers. So here you will be confusing that what do you mean by headers. Headers are nothing but there is employee ID, name, department, salary, joining. These are the headers. So my table has headers. So I'm clicking on checkbox of my table has headers and I'm clicking on OK. Then in this way also our table will be created. Now let us understand how formatting and styling can be done in an Excel table. Suppose if you want to know that, first you need to click on anywhere inside the table, and then you need to click on table design. When you click on any cell, then automatically it will be redirect to table design. So in this, first you need to understand that what are the things in the ribbon area. As you know, ribbon area is this, and in this you have header row, total row, banded rows, first column, last column, banded columns. So now I will be explaining what are these things. Now first, header row. What do you mean by header row? It keeps column titles bold and fixed at the top. Okay, so if I remove the checkbox in the header row, then my header cell will be disappeared. So if I click on this, then it keeps column titles bold and fixed at the top. Okay, what do you mean by banded rows? It colors every alternate row for better readability. Acha, okay. When you unbox this, when you unclick this banded rows, then no color. I mean, for better visibility, we can't see this. So if we click on banded rows, then we can see with different colors, and user looks more interested towards the table, such that this banded rows should be checked. I mean, we need to click on this. So what do you mean by first column? Makes the first column bold for emphasis. Okay, when I click on first column, then the first column of our cell will be highlighted in bold color. Okay, done. Then what do you mean by last column? Highlights the last column for focus. Okay, let us click on last column. Then we can see that our last cell of our data is highlighted with bold color. Acha, okay. And what do you mean by filter button? Enable sorting and filtering drop down in headers. Okay, when we unclick on filter button, then our filter options will be removed. I mean, our filter drop downs will be removed. When we check this filter button, then the drop downs will be back. In this way we can do we can click the header row, total rows, band. I will be explaining this total row at the last of the video, such that you can understand clearly what do you mean by these things. Now I'm unclicking on this first column, last column, and as well as okay, these are the three inbuilt things we will get. Now let us understand what do you mean by sorting and filtering data in tables. What do you mean by sorting? As we know, sorting helps us to find the data easily. That is, first when you click on the employee ID cell and when you click on the drop down of your employee ID, then we will get all the things we needed, like 101, 102, 103. Suppose we want data of only employee ID with the name 104. Then you need to uncheck in select all and then you need to click only on 104 of employee ID and then you need to click on OK. When you click on this, then you will get only 104 ID and you will get the data of that employee ID and department, salary and joining date. In this way, the sorting and filtering helps in the data. So it makes the user understand clearly, and also it helps efficient time, like it saves the time in order to find large data sets. In this way, we can do filtering. So suppose in order to get all the data, then you need to click on select all and then you need to click on OK. Then our data will be back. And also not only employee ID, we can choose anything, like if you choose the department sort down, then you will get whatever the user needed. Suppose he wants HR, then click on HR, then click on OK. Then our data will be only department with HRs. If you want to select all, then you need to be select all and then you need to click on OK. Then our data will be back. In this way, the sorting and filtering can be done in Excel tables. Now let us understand what is the structure differences and dynamic formulas. Now let us understand what do you mean by structure differences and dynamic formulas. Structure differences are a special way to refer a table columns and rows in Excel without using regular cell references like A1, B2, etc. Okay, suppose instead of writing equals to sum range A2 to A10, that is, if we write this formula, then it works only for a fixed range. Or we use this, when we use this formula, dynamic formula, then when the table expands also, then the data works dynamically. In this way, the structure differences functionality works. So let us understand how it can be done. Now let us understand what is the importance of structure differences by a formula. So first you need to click on any cell and then I'm choosing a sum function of the salary. I need a total sum of our salary. So you need to use equals to and the function sum and then open the bracket, and here you need to use a dynamical formula. So first I'm clicking on the salary cell and then drag up to 6. Then you can clearly see that table 2 and salary, and here enclose the bracket and then click on enter. Now we can see here 3,50,000. Now if you want to expand the table, then at the edge of the box you can see a drag option and then you can drag up to where you need it. And here if I write 70,000, then automatically the sum will be added here. In this way the dynamic formula works. This is the importance of structure differences. So what do you mean by structure differences here? What is the importance we see in structure differences? Automatically adjust when new data is added or removed in an Excel table. Suppose if we remove this, then it goes back to previous sum. So what is the benefits of structured data? It makes easier to read, and also no manual updates also needed, and works even if the data moves or deletes. So in this way the structure differences can be done. Now I am going to say an trick, that is no more manual calculations are needed if you use this trick. Suppose to know the trick, first click on any cell and then you need to click on table design. In table design, just you need to click on total row, and if you click on total row, then you can see an box is created at the edge of our data. I mean in the last of the data we can see a box is created. In this box the 5 will be the total count of our employee IDs and all the things. In this, the total count, the total rows are 5 rows. Suppose if we when we click on any cell, then a drop down can be seen. Suppose in salary I'm going to click on and drop down in salary box. If I click on the salary box drop down, then we can see average, count numbers, max, minimum. So automatically we can see all the things here. If I click average, then I'm getting 70,000 is the average of this salary. If I click sum, if I use sum, then we are getting the sum, and if I use minimum, then the minimum value is 50,000. Suppose if we expand our data, then also it will be automatically expands. So if I write 70,000, then the 70,000 will be updated here. I used the minimum value. If I use sum, then we are getting the sum. So in this way we can know the tricks without doing manual calculations. So these are the some tricks we can understand it. Without practice we can't get anything. So create your own data and practice well. If you know all these tricks, then it will be more helpful in doing very large data sets. That's it guys. Today we explored how Excel tables can make data management easier with formatting, sorting, filtering and dynamic calculations. Now you can work smarter in Excel. In the next session, we will explore text functions like left, right, mid, concatenate and text join to manipulate text efficiently. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to Santosh Tamer. See you in day 9.